Ah, yes. Welcome to the Kentucky X-Files, Season 4. Young Masters, Dennis Mays, Josh Gibbs, and Tyler Stewart are expecting you. If you will, follow me to the fire, and on your way, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Also, visit us at www.kyxfiles.com. I now leave you to the young masters.
There we go.
Oh. Okay. Welcome back, guys, to your Kentucky X-Files. And special thanks to Jason Fix for doing our new intro.
Fuck yeah.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
Love it.
love it.
Shit cracked me out the first time I heard it.
Yeah, he did a fantastic job.
Yeah. And Tyler, you put together the visual for it, right?
It's not. I feel like Jason did a better job at the audio.
Yeah.
Like, it looks cool, but I feel like his part makes it makes it better by far.
I had a funny
It's
message
awesome.
from him. If I can pull it up here, that was cracking me up. He said, okay, one, he said, remind me to never freeze frame in your presence. And then he said, where's it at here? Also, I've watched today's episode like twice, and the beginning of it like 200 times. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, for those of you wondering about our usual intro lady, not gonna put out her business on the interwebs, but she's unavailable for personal reasons. So hopefully we'll meet up with her again. Yeah, once her life is straightened out.
Yeah, that'd be great.
But in the meantime, it's nice having the Foretold Fiction guys.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm glad that Jason was available for that one.
They were actually going to I was going to say, it's like, hey, if we need, I could try to do a British accent, but it's going to be tough. Like, and I don't know if I could ever sound like her. You might have to like pitch my voice. Like, I know I don't have the deepest voice.
Let's hear it. Like,
yeah, let's hear your Catherine impression.
Do it, Catherine. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you never know. This could be season 5 stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to your Kentucky X-Files with your hosts, Dennis Mays, Josh Gibbs, and Tyler Stewart.
Yeah, she always puts more emphasis on Stewart.
Yeah.
Stewart.
Yeah, we noticed that like a couple seasons back. I don't know what's up with that, but Tyler Stewart.
I just don't like that because you guys do that when we're playing video games.
Yeah.
Stewart.
Tyler Stewart.
Well, you guys Letterkenny him?
Oh, yeah. We're playing Ark with our buddy Bangs, and Tyler jumped on, and we're building something, and Tyler's like, what are you doing? And for like the next 35 minutes solid, we were like, we're building turrets, Tyler, turrets. Tiarata. It was a good 15 minutes or so in, and Tyler's like, I fucking hate you guys so much. Like, please.
Friends like these. Friends
Yeah.
like these.
Yeah. We thought it was funny.
Yeah.
I can see where you would be annoyed, Tyler.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was bad.
It's kind of like the marinara thing.
No, that's still funny.
Yeah,
No,
marinaras.
It wasn't.
Tyler marinara. So me and Tyler got some gaming in yesterday. It was felt like we went in optimistic.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went in optimistic.
Let's just say that we're not getting invited to like tournaments anytime soon.
No. It
Anytime
turned into
soon.
like 6 solid hours of getting our asses just handed to us, like left and right.
You were gaming for 6 hours? Holy crap.
It was
How do you
awesome.
do that? How do you do that?
It was so awesome. It's like those sessions don't happen very often, but when they do, goddamn it, it's cherished. Yeah, we were playing Marauders. You ever heard of that one? It's like an alternate future, like kind of the steampunkish. It's like futuristic space stuff, but there's like World War II guns and things like that in it.
Okay.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
You basically jump in a ship and you go to this area to try to get in there and raid and steal stuff and bring it back to sell it. But there's all these other players doing the same thing. So, if they see you, they're going to shoot you and take your shit. So
And they always took our shit.
they just took our shit left and right.
Yeah.
It was bad. Even stole a ship from us at one point, which was probably not
Like that. Yeah.
that wasn't a good call on my part at all. It's like, Jim, I'll buy a $20,000 ship. This could be awesome. And as soon as we like started flying to the raid, we're like, we're totally losing this fucking ship. This ship's getting stolen like immediately.
And I'm just saying, I didn't help the situation by shooting Denny in the face at that time.
Yeah, well.
Oh, you got some friendly fire?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And there's no tags. There's no name tags.
Hey, you know what? To Tyler's defense, though, I ran up, saw an enemy, and I pulled my gun up, and then I realized that I brought no ammunition with me. So it was just click, 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 click. I started backing up, and I backed right into Tyler when he was trying to shoot at the guy, and then he blasted me. So I was like, that's on me. That's my fault. There's just,
That's funny.
yeah. So yeah, it was pretty fun. It was kind of rainy yesterday anyway.
Yeah.
Good day. Good day.
Good day.
Good day, sir.
Good day.
Oh man. So what are we getting into today?
I've got something that's kind of weird if we want to talk about it.
I'm down.
Fuck yeah.
Shit going on in Texas, and not what you think. I know there's a lot of stuff going on in Texas, but this is not that. It's city of Austin. There's an area called Ladyburg Lake, and in the last since July of 2022 to a few days ago, we're looking at 10 deaths with closed investigations, no foul play listed, and everything's accidental drowning.
That's kind of interesting.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting. The weird thing is that it's like it's all guys except for I believe one or two.
Yeah.
I know it looks like only one. The one female is unidentified, but the other 9 look to be male.
And they're just saying that there's no foul play whatsoever.
Yeah. They said that people keep saying that this is a serial killer, but there's no evidence towards that. They're blaming alcohol on access to the lake.
I just want to know, like, how. I know there's a big process in going through determining if it's foul play, but it's like what will definitively say that none of these has foul play at all? Like, is it because that the lack of evidence, and they're just doing the normal, like, this is a common thing? And if it's a common thing, then maybe we need to start regulating the drinking of the consumption of alcohol at this fucking lake.
Right. So let me see if I can. Crap. I don't know how to find it. I just did something I've never done before, which is where you like use your mouse to do a screenshot.
Yeah.
And I don't know where it went. Screw it. You know what? I'm just gonna share screen. So I want you to see the lake in question here.
Okay.
So this is a long, narrow lake.
So there's actually like city on both sides of this.
Correct. Yeah, this isn't like a out in the country lake like we're thinking of, like Cumberland or something. This is looks almost to be like a river, but it's actually a lake.
So what's the? Oh, okay. I see the color difference now. So
Yeah,
the purple ones are the ones that are from 22, yellows 23,
correct.
and then the red are from this year.
Yes.
Shit.
So it's like there's no rhyme or reason to it. I don't know what is in these buildings down through here to be like, hey, are these bars? I'm sure there are bars and restaurants close to any water source. That's like a super popular thing to do in metropolitan area,
Yeah.
But it's weird that it's like it stops right here, because it obviously keeps going. And it also goes way up into here. So why does it stop here to here? This is like, what is this one? It's like, well, hell, it's way bigger because their grid system's weird. Yeah, that's really weird. It's like 20 blocks.
Go to the left. Like, could you pull it to the left?
Yes, sir. Which way? Up,
Like,
down, straight left?
follow the lake. Okay, I was just wondering, like, okay, this seems a little bit of more rural area.
Boy, it's a hard word to say, isn't it?
Yeah. What I was just trying to say is, what's the current? Like, what? Like, do you think they just got trapped in that area, but they were dropped out at like a higher point in this lake?
I don't know that there's going to be a current, but I don't know.
Think so?
I don't know. It's hard to say. I'd have to actually look the lake itself up, and I can do that, Rob, real quick. Let's see. Yeah, man, it looks like a river. It really does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never knew, like, so what classifies a river versus a lake? I thought a lake is a big,
Well,
it's like a larger pond or something like that. Like, it's not, but a river is it looks like basically a road almost.
Yeah,
That's why I
looks
always
here
thought.
like the history of it is it was created in 1960 as a river-like reservoir.
Yeah.
It's part of the Colorado River. It's been dammed. It's also been illegal to swim in it for quite a long time.
Yeah.
The blue-green algae is toxic, It's killed at least 5 dogs. Yeah, there's a ban on swimming since 1964. The fine's $500 if they catch you.
But you can kayak in it?
Apparently.
I mean, that makes fuck all sense. You know? Like,
yeah.
I mean, look at all these people on boats. It doesn't look like it has a current. It looks still.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I really hope that every picture I click on is going to be Lady Burger. Like, yeah, see, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean it's stocked. You're allowed to fish. You're allowed to keep fish out of it. Fishing is regulated as per usual. The rest of the United States, daily bag and length limits. Largemouth bass, catfish, carp, sunfish. Excessive high levels of chloridane found in the fish. Which is a pesticide. It was banned. Let's see here. It was banned in 1988. I'm trying to figure out the reasoning behind it. So, okay. Exposure to the compound is linked to cancers, diabetes, and neurological disorders. It doesn't say where they came out with, where they got it from.
Damn, I didn't know a pesticide could give you diabetes.
Yeah, it also has a environmental half-life of 10 to 20 years. So it's it doesn't just go away very quickly, it hangs around.
So would it be terrible to actually eat? Like you said that you can keep these fish. Wouldn't it be kind of bad to eat?
I know if it's anything like the Ohio, it's they want you to limit any kind of bottom feeding fish to once a month because of mercury. So
yeah, that makes sense because pregnant women aren't supposed to eat fish because of the mercury.
All right, let's see here. I'm trying to find out what are the potential health effects of people who eat fish contaminated with chloridane. Long-term exposures to high doses cause adverse health effects, including liver damage, reproductive damage, developmental damage. But it doesn't say. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I think I might have found it here. Toxicity. How much can you eat and be okay? Which I think is hilarious. I've always thought this was funny. It's super poisonous, but you could probably eat 1 or 2 and be okay. What? Why? It's super poisonous. You just said it. Yeah, but probably be
There's
okay
gray
if you eat 1 or 2.
Okay, so I'm looking at some of this, and the first guy was in his 50s, and they just found him floating. The second guy, I didn't get a clear answer on. The third guy was a murder victim, so there's actually foul play in that one. I'm going through, but they're all in their so far they've been all in their 40s and 50s. Let's see what this guy is. If I can get anything from this guy's 50.
So the serial killer is targeting middle-aged men.
Oh, this guy was 30.
So 30-year-olds are not safe either.
No.
I'm all in on a serial killer. I'm all in. I'm like, there's a serial killer.
This guy was 40. This guy was 33. This guy doesn't have an age, but he had a 12-year-old son, so that kind of gives you a range. Let's see here. This guy doesn't have any information. But what I'm getting at with this is all of these are people that know better. Do you follow me?
Yeah. Right.
Like these aren't 16 to 25-year-olds out doing goofy shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
These are all older people. Like, you know,
and then do they have like that kind of tendencies? Like these are not like your older people that, like, I guess like they're not like they never grew up or something. You get what I'm saying? Or like almost like homeless people or something like that.
Yeah.
No, these are all people that had lives and
lives. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like what you're saying is that
I wonder what their professions were.
Yeah.
Oops, sorry about that. Mike smacked there. Good question. Let's go back there and see if we can find something on that. I didn't look at that. Yeah, it doesn't tell me. We'd have to go through and like search all the obits to do that, I'm sure. But you know, all of them are male except for one. All of them are over 30. You know, and here's the thing is, like it would make sense to me if these were all, you know, early 20s people, because you know those people go out by themselves and meet up with friends and separate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It just feels weird that a 56-year-old person would just fall in and drown after partying. You know what I mean? Like being drunk and falling in the lake.
Yeah.
And that's what they deemed it as of now. Like it.
No foul play investigation has been closed. That's Ricky Parks, no foul play. Christopher Gutierrez, a no foul play. Josue Moreno is the murder victim. Kyle Thornton, no foul play. Jason John, accidental drowning. Clifton Axtell, cause of death undetermined. Jonathan Honey, accidental drowning. Christopher Clark, no foul play. Moga Dagale, this is not being investigated as a homicide. And then the unidentified female is also the same thing, not being ruled homicide.
Oh.
Strange, you know what I mean? Like for that to go on, but maybe it's just because the news is putting a focus on it. You know, this is something like, you know, it might be the hyperfixation that makes it strange. Like maybe we should pull up and see in another metropolitan area, say like the banks of Cincinnati, you know, and see if there's a big map of deaths surrounding that.
Okay.
In the meantime, we should probably chit chat.
Yeah. We could use it. I mean, we can use this as maybe a control, but I don't have a list of. I don't have a list of people found in 10 days.
No. This is not 10 days. This is between July 14th, 2022 and the 5th of this month.
Okay. All right.
So that's, you know, like just see if you can find anything. I'm trying to think, is there any other major metropolitan areas that sit on water like that? Like in Pittsburgh or one of those? Probably not a great idea to search the deaths in Pittsburgh, though, because I'm sure that map is a lot more colorful. Um, I don't know. Is Austin, Texas, a violent city?
Um,
I
don't
just
know.
don't know how you can't say any city is not a violent city. Like
Looks like about 8 people have drowned in the Ohio River since 2022.
Okay, so that's not. Maybe this is it's just sensationalized news.
Yeah.
You know, to be fair about it, I don't want to push for all that. Now that it could just very well be since the news pushing agenda to
Yeah.
sell ad space, because I don't know if you noticed or not, but when I shared my screen, it's literally packed full of ads,
Yeah.
and I think that's the sickest part.
I think the one of the memes I saw recently it was like help giant smart robot creating ads to get clicks. And I was like, there's that AI stuff we were talking about.
Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah. It's funny. Recently I seen where people were talking basically talking about how if you put something substantial out, something real, it barely ever gets any notice. But if you generate a clickable heading, could have very little to do with what you're actually talking about, and it'll just get blown up.
Oh yeah,
You know?
yeah. And it goes with the same thing of there's an old saying that if you need the answer to something, if you have a question about something and you need the answer, you don't ask the question. You make the statement of what it is you're thinking about and make sure that you say it's wrong. And then 1,000 people will correct you. That's
Yeah.
that's like say if you just anything, anything like what temperature to bake a turkey at. You don't ask the internet that. You say if you're baking a turkey, bake it at 600 for 12 hours, and then
Yeah.
everybody's going to be jumping on the bandwagon to roast you. But if you ask the question, it'll be crickets. And it's been like that since the internet was invented.
Oh yeah. It's it's scary fucking times, I saw recently a post done where it was one of the cryptid groups, where the guy literally said that had posted he'd posted topics that get no response whatsoever. He posted questions that get nothing, but he pulls a clip of a well-known Bigfoot clip or whatever that's all over the internet, and he puts it up there, and he just puts a question mark on it, and it gets blown up.
Yeah.
It's we like the chase. The chase is better than the catch.
Well, and we also like to show ourselves as being smarter than other people. I think that's part of it. Is that guy's an idiot. I'm going to prove he's an idiot, and I'm going to feel better about myself because of it.
Yeah. It is funny though. They think like right now we've got like chat, open AIs, the chat GPT, and obviously like a lot of the image AIs and all that going on, but we're not even in the next level, like the next stage of computing yet. Can you imagine when these things are being run by like, atomic computers? You know what I mean? Like subatomic computers that are like processing so much more. Like nothing will be real. Nothing will be believable. News will literally be a thing of the past.
I mean, it's even more than that already. Look at Real Engine 5.
Yeah.
Have you seen the trailers for stuff they're doing with Real Engine or Unreal Engine?
Yeah. Combine
It's
that
insane.
with deep fake, dude. Like it's
right.
Mhm.
how
Yeah, and
long
they're
is it before someone gets convicted of something because there's video evidence created by one of these? You know what I mean? It's dangerous, man.
but
Dangerous fucking times.
but yeah, I know there's ways to get around that, like to figure out like fake, like if it's been altered in any way.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's generated from the ground up. Nothing has been altered to the like video said picture. How could you tell if it was fake or not? If it
Right.
was generated from the ground up.
That's true. Yeah. I'm just the reason I brought this up was because you they found some drowning victims. Okay.
Yeah.
And since there's a cluster of them, how many of these news articles are being generated by AI to push a more exciting narrative? If you lay it right out, the way we're wired, like if you come out and say like, yeah, there were some drowning victims down at Lady Bird Lake, it's very sad. That sucks, man. Fuck, But then you put out an article that says possible serial killer.
Right.
It's like all of a
That grabs
sudden
attention. Yeah.
you're like,
Grabs the
oh
attention.
shit. Oh, bro, like there's a serial killer. This is exciting. This is scary.
I want you to see this.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep us from getting hurt here, so I'm just going to scroll back and forth a little bit. This is a video game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy.
That is not real.
Yep.
That's generated.
Yeah.
That does not look fake. That's insanity.
Yeah.
And that's what we're coming up with now. Imagine where we're going to be at in 10 years.
Yeah. Because they can go to these places and scan them in using SODAR now.
Yeah.
And then load it into the Unreal and then repopulate it.
Well, isn't there like
Yeah.
isn't there a game where you can be like a long haul trucker, and don't they use like Google Maps? Like
Yeah.
you're traveling real highways and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a semi simulator or big truck simulator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get on every now and again and watch some guys play that where they built their giant monitor rig, and they got the shifter and like everything. And I've sat there and added up the cost of that whole setup, and you could just get a CDL for what that costs.
And
part of me thought it was cool, but yeah.
But then you got to think too is like that actually will pay you money, unless you're
Yeah, I mean, most of them guys
don't
are
get-
big time streamers, so they're making good money.
They're probably making good money.
If the streamer who's pretending to drive a truck begins to make more money than an actual truck driver, I would feel a little weird about that. Like,
I'm sure that's already happened, Bubba.
Yeah, probably. I love watching them take turns and just wipe out multiple cars and just keep on going like nothing happened.
Yeah. But if you look at those like streaming platforms, those guys on Twitch, and you see the donations scrolling across the top, if they've traveled like less than a mile in game, if somebody donates $10, they've already made more than a CDL driver.
That's true. Yeah.
Getting paid more to drive a fake truck online than to drive a real one in life. Isn't that weird? We are in a simulation. We have to be.
Oh man, I hate the simulation theory.
Because you can't disprove it.
There's no disproving it because everything there's no control element to that theory, It could be it could be like, well, what about this? They'd be like, well, the simulation could have created that.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of those things are fucking insane. I'm just trying to find it. Yeah. There was a picture here somewhere of this one guy's setup. It was pretty. It's pretty impressive, if I'm being honest. But I can't find it. Who knows where it's at? But it has everything. It's got the air brakes, man, the trailer supply, shifter. He even had the little, air horn thing. I'm like, dude, go drive a fucking truck. What are you doing?
Right.
How
mean,
much of your living room is the setup?
Right. It's kind of like the flight simulator guys.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so on that one, I'm a little like, okay, because you know what I mean? It's a less accessible trade. Like if you were sitting in your house playing a flight simulator and you had this full setup and you're just like having a blast, I wouldn't be like, Josh, go get a fucking pilot license. Duh.
Right.
I'd be like, that's badass. But with like a truck, like a semi, I'm like, dude,
Or it's like we could say that about Farm Simulator.
that's
like
yeah. That
if
is
you want to
true.
go, if you want to go plant potatoes, go plant potatoes. Like
If you want to go broke, go play that game with Landis.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he takes out like $200,000 in loans, buys all this farm equipment, and sells like $8,000 worth of potatoes. Then we're all
Evens
sitting
out.
there like, what? He's like, yeah, it'll even out in the end. He pretty much admitted that he sabotaged us in that game.
That's
yeah,
hilarious.
yeah, it's fair enough, I guess. I don't know. I just feel like it's like if you go play a game where you're like like the one that's out right now where you're in Lord of the Rings, you're the dwarves and you're trying to retake Moria, right?
Right.
You can't do that in real life. That's cool. Go do it. That's fun. I saw a game called Pressure Washer Simulator.
Yeah.
Yes, seen it.
I'm like, why?
I think it's Lawnmower Simulator.
Lawnmower Simulator. Yeah.
So okay, I might have an answer for those because I know the one you're talking about. It's kind of like a house flipper where you pressure wash the house and you paint and do all that stuff. It's the gratification of how satisfying it is when a pressure washer happens.
Yeah.
I don't think it's necessarily aimed at people like us. I think it's more aimed at people who, even if they owned a pressure washer, they have nothing to pressure wash.
I gotcha. Yeah.
Like apartment dwellers, condo dwellers, that sort,
I'm just saying they're not the person that pitched that idea to make that type of simulator. I'd be like, we're getting into the minute niche here for people that would enjoy this type of game. And somebody literally like this, yes, let's throw thousands of dollars in developing this game and waste people's time for I wonder how much that game is. If it's if it's close to $50, I will be pissed.
It's
like,
$10.
dude, okay, good, thank you. At least it's $10.
It's $10. I think I might be able to. Let me see if I can share. Is it going to let me? It looks like a blank screen. Okay. Let's try this one. Is that one working?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh.
I think it's because yeah. So you see here, you can just pressure wash everything. Look at that. Oh, there we go. Wow.
It's satisfying, you have to admit.
Right?
That is not how a pressure washer works.
No.
And why would you pressure wash a TV?
Yeah, or the cat.
I mean, yeah.
Look at that. Brand new. Just like brand new.
Oh, taking the graffiti off and then just cleaning the graffiti. All right.
Yeah.
We've got to make some sense of this.
Yeah. So yeah. And it has mixed reviews. It's kind
like, man.
of sad. Yeah. What's the reviews say here? Smooth turning and free movement. Satisfying. I guess this is a VR game. Oh. Looks like there's some problems with it. They're working them out. They're going to work them out.
So the mixed reviews aren't because of the game itself, like as far as the activity in the game. It's because it's
Technical.
glitchy.
Yeah, there's technical issues, glitches and stuff. Yeah.
I didn't get this pristine wash on this car. It's it glitched me out and I didn't get it pristine.
And one guy said
Like,
that he
fuck that.
spawned in the ground, like he was in the textures.
Oh, that's common. I mean, that even happens on like 7 Days to Die and shit.
Yeah. So it's, I don't know. I've seen all kinds of like taxi cab simulators and one of my favorite VR games that my kids had on the PlayStation was Job Simulator.
Yeah, where you're doing like you could be like a cashier at a grocery store. Or,
God,
some of the videos I've seen of that are hilarious.
So hilarious to play that game. That one was fun. That one was a good time because it was it was satirical. It wasn't like I was actually doing a realistic job.
Yeah, like if you're the gas station attendant, and you're just chucking bottles at the people that come in.
Yeah.
Welcome to Costco.
It was fun.
I love you.
Yeah.
Welcome to Costco. I love you.
Then there was a sequel that I never got to play called Vacation Simulator. Like, how long before you basically how long before like life it literally is fulfilling things in a simulator?
This is what they say. It's like, hey kids, we're going to go on vacation. You guys just sitting in the living room.
Everybody's got a VR helmet on.
This is great.
I love Hawaii.
You're getting sunburned.
Hey Dad, I'm surfing.
Go, son. Yeah.
Cowabunga, dude.
Yeah, man.
I don't know if it was true. Okay, since we're talking about this, okay, the new like the Apple headset now, like it's see-through goggles.
Yeah,
but it's like the new like Google glasses.
Ran over pedestrian simulator. I remember hearing about this.
Yeah, like no, freaking it's a guy is watching a guy in a one of those cyber trucks, the Tesla Cybertruck, and he's doing stuff with that fucking thing too. Why he's driving?
Well, I mean, the truck is driving.
Yeah, I know. I forget. Oh yeah,
Cybertruck. Yeah,
Cybertruck.
Does this Apple VR come with the subwoofer?
Maybe.
What? That's a good investment. I think everybody should get that.
Right.
You got to get that low end.
Right.
You feel that low end, and you're low end.
It's all about the bass.
But yeah, like we can't freaking. Are we literally going down that road right now?
I feel like we are. I feel like 50 years from now, people are going to be starving to death because, literally, it's going to be like 10 dead bodies found next to Lady Bird Lake, all starved to death because they were in VR for too long.
I think it's a real thing too, isn't it? Can't you get? Wasn't there somebody that did a study on that where they were so engrossed in the VR that